Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Grammy Crochet. Today is Monday. No idea what the date is. It's a Monday in February. It's a Monday evening. I just got out of the shower and I just wanted to pop on real quick because I said I was going to make videos on Mondays. So here it is. I know it's late on a Monday, or well, not. It'll be later. I like to try to make videos during the day, but it's early evening. So you'll see this tonight or tomorrow. But either way, it's going to be a totally awesome day, right? So I got up early this morning and I was going to crochet a little while and make my mile a minutes. Get that done since it took me so long to get my other, my Birthstone CAL blank done. I did those. They're downstairs. I forgot to bring them up. But I did finish those for the month of February. And I made the month of January. And I forgot to post a picture in the Facebook group. I will do that when I go downstairs. So anyway, I got up and I'm all excited to work on my mile a minute, get that done. Because now I feel like I'm behind. And I mean, it's just crochet. I shouldn't be behind, but because I had the issue with the Midieval Square, God, can't think, with the Midieval Squares, and I had to remake them, and anyway, so now I'm doing my mile a minute. I'm all excited, and I talked to the ladies in Zoom, and Miss Trisha told me that, like, I was concerned the blanket was going to be big enough because they're only 3-inch strips, but then you have the join row as well. So if I did 2 3-inch strips plus the join row, like times 2, it's going to be too big. So I said, okay, well, I'll just do 2 blankets. Not an issue. Because they do work up really quick, right? So I'm all excited, and I made my next strip. I made the whole strip of the pink. This is the pink that I'm going to do for the center, and then, you know, I was going to do center and then make this with, and I'm using this pink, which I put on and took off for the outside, and then this pink for the inside. So I am crocheting along, and then I follow the pattern for today and discover that you use this second row. This is my one from one of the ones from last month. So you use this outside row when you're making it to join to the new color. Well, I made 2, and I already have an outside row. You see where I'm getting with this? Okay. I want white to separate the colors because I'm using this variegated in there, and it's going to be too busy. And on the ones where the variegated is on the outside, variegated against the variegated, I'm like, oh my god, that'll be crazy busy. I need to have the white. So I decide, okay, I'm gonna do that, and I don't know what made me, but I pulled out my 2 rows and I was gonna put them next to each other anyway, I don't even remember what made me decide to do this, but the 2 rows that I made last time, here's my 2 rows. Here's the end of one row. Here's the end of the other row. I rolled them up separately, put the one away, make the other one, rolled it up separately, put it away. Same hook. I made them the same night. The yarn is this both worsted weight, nothing like over thick or over thin, and they have the same number of stitches all the way down. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. So then I took my pink one and I'm like, well, since I'm going to make 2 blankets anyway, I really want the pink to go like variegated on the inside with the variegated on the inside. That makes the most sense, right? So I lined up just now to make sure. Variegated against the variegated. Do you see where this ends? Like, I am inches off. I don't understand. They have 78 rows, just like she says in our tutorial. I don't know what to do. So, since I'm going to do 2 separate blankets, that's not an issue. I mean, all 3 are a different length. And I realized, but I lined it up under the border so that I would know that it's the same length. It's not, obviously. So then here's my predicament. Do I make this one be as long as this one? The stitch counts are going to be way off when you go to sew it together. Does it matter? I don't know, because you're just doing 3 in each one all the way down, but this one's going to have a lot more stitches than, right? I mean, I don't know, does it? Well, if I just make them be the same length on the inside, and they should be the same length on the outside once I add the other yarn to it. But I guess the stitch count be off when you sew it together. I don't know. So then my other question is, like, I want to add the pink around this, the solid pink, like this has the solid. So when I add the solid pink and then go all the way around with the white, or do I just put the white in between and not do all the way around? Because it'll be all the way around this, but it's not all the way around this. So just do the white, join them from like this center square down, and then when the whole thing is made, then do a border of white all the way around. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I need advice and help, and I just want to cry. I was so disappointed that this happened, and this other one fell on the floor. Just a second. So then I thought, well, I don't think it's the yarn. I mean, the thickness, you can't even hardly tell the difference, that you're working, other than the one is softer than the other. But it's not hard, they're nice. I mean, look, it's nice and drapey. It's nice. And you don't, like, if you're using pound, Karen 1 pound, and then you use Stitch Studio by Nicole, their basic Stitch Studio by Nicole, there's a big difference in the 4 worsted weights of those 2 yarns. But these 2 yarns do not have that. So I don't know why they can be the same number of stitches and the same hook. And I mean, they're double crochets. You got V-stitch there, you got this shell stitch, but they're all made out of double crochets. And she said if you have 78 in one and 78 in the other, you're good to go. Same hook size, same yarn width. So I'm not good to go. So I'm confused, and I don't know what to do. And I don't want to start the other one until I get some advice from you guys. So now I thought, okay, well, tonight I'm going to sit down and crochet, and I'm going to do the next square in my other monthly make along, the Secret Yarnary crochet along. I'm scared. I have to admit, I'm scared. I have not had any luck this month with crochet alongs. My stuff is not working out well. So I might not pick it up. I'm like, oh God. So now here's the trick, and I'll let you know how it turns out. I am on that one, the Secret Yarnary one. She originally said, if you're going to make squares, it's like a sampler, you should do all the same color for the whole blanket. All your squares the same color. But I decided I wanted to do mine like a rainbow. Pastel. I just wanted it to be like pastels. I'm going to do 3 squares of 4 different colors. and my first square was yellow. And then I thought, well, this month I'll do a different color. I'm not going to, because I'm having so many issues with sizes and just making things work out, and my monthly crochet alongs for month 2 is not going so good. I'm going to use the yellow yarn again, the same yellow, the same hook. And if these don't come out the same size, I might just go work on glass for the next month. Done with it. Because I'm really getting upset. And it's not bad upset. I mean, I still love to crochet, and I'm not like bumming like that, but it's a little bit frustrating, and this one better work out. Cross your fingers for me. Please help me with what to do with these, because I really, because I'm thinking, so the one that I didn't make one for, this is going to be solid with the pink on the inside. Crochet it to the length of this one, regardless of how many stitch counts there are, or row counts. Because I mean, that's what I want to do with the other one, and I definitely don't want to take them. If I take them apart, I'm just not gonna. If I can't make them work with what I have, I'm just, not that I want to give up or anything like that, but I don't want to take them apart and remake again. I did that. I spent too much time doing that on the other one. I will just turn these into scarves. Just crochet a couple rows around and around until they turn into scarves. That's my plan. Just use up the yarn that I had, and because I think they're big enough to be a little scarf. Add some rows. It'll look really pretty. So that is my plan. If I cannot make them work without tearing them apart, I'll have finished objects real soon with scarves of just double crochet around the edges. And I won't feel bad about it either. So don't go there. And it's not that I'm giving up or anything like that, because I'm really not a quitter. But again, I don't want to be frustrated. This is a hobby, and this is relaxation, and it's not relaxing and a nice hobby if it's frustrating. And I have a lot of other projects, so I don't have time to be frustrated with it. I don't have my crochet time. I don't want to spend frustrated with projects that I can't, if it's going to be a problem this month, then it's probably going to be a problem the next month. That's why I quit doing that 50 stitches CAL of the 50 different stitches, one every month to make a blanket, one every week, I mean, to make a blanket at the end, because it wasn't working out. Every week when the new thing came out, they were never the same sizes for me. Different stitches, different hooks, and different swatches, and it wasn't fun. And if this is going to be like that, because it's got to be my gauge. I mean, I used the same yarn on the exact same yarn on both 2 different ones, and they came out inches apart, like 2 inches different. It's got to be, my gauge is different depending on how tired or whatever I am when I'm doing it. That's a me problem. It's not their pattern problem, but it's also a me problem that I don't want to have to think about that when I'm crocheting. Oh, is my gauge going to be right? Is my tightness and whatever going to be right to make this work out to the last month, to the last month, to the last month? Then it's not fun. Then it's work. And crochet should not be work. That's the way I feel about it. So I'm going to set this bag right here, and I'm going to read all of your comments as they come through, and all of your advices, and see what works to make this work for us. Or else we'll have some scarves, which is completely fine with me. And I'll get on to another project, because that's what you do, right? All right, you guys have a totally awesome rest of your day, and I look forward to your comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for helping. Thanks for sharing and subscribing. And definitely thanks for coming back. I will see you in the next video, Friday or before. Bye.